My name is Coach Cailah, and I'm an elite personal trainer and nutrition specialist. I've helped hundreds of clients lose thousands of pounds and rid themselves of dozens of medications. And today we're going to discuss how to fail at keto. So if you're just new and you're just joining my journey here, I am a keto fan, and I'll tell you about what it is if you don't know. The ketogenic diet is a nutritional approach to forcing your body to use its own stored fat as fuel versus carbohydrates as it has for the past several decades. Now, how does it work? So what happens is if your body is depleted of glucose, which again is the primary source of fuel typically, if your body is depleted of glucose, it will have to find another source of fuel, i.e. fat. You've got thousands and thousands of calories worth of fat on your body, those who are skinny and of course those who are larger. Your body takes that fat, it's going to shuttle it to the liver, and the liver itself will break down that fat into ketone bodies, which are sources of fuel. Every single molecule in your body can utilize ketone bodies as a primary source of fuel except for one. It's not your brain, it's your red blood cells. But your body does a good job with creating its own carbohydrates or its own glucose called gluconeogenesis. So that's how it works. Now, let's say you're interested and you want to go keto. How do you go keto? The ketogenic diet is ideally 5 to 10% carbohydrates, 70-75% fats, and 20 to 25% proteins. Now, here's point number one on how to fail at keto. You want to consume carbohydrates with fats. All right, so we know with anything, if you cheat, you're not giving yourself your best chance to succeed. But you're going to cheat sometimes. I get it. It's life. I had ice cream the other day. Don't judge me. So when you cheat, okay, if you consume carbs with fat, you're going to put yourself in fat storage mode versus fat burning mode. This is how. So consuming carbohydrates will increase your blood glucose. Your pancreas will sense that increase in blood glucose and it will send insulin out because its job is to help regulate those glucose levels in the bloodstream. Insulin will take the glucose from the bloodstream and shuttle it to your muscle cells. Your muscle cells, your liver cells, the cells that feel that they need it because they need to be replenished. Now, insulin is a storage hormone. Whenever high levels of insulin are present, it will store whatever the heck it feels and whatever the heck it sees. So if it sees carbohydrates in the bloodstream and fats in the bloodstream, insulin will take both of those molecules and store them. That means that you are now storing the fat that you just had in a good position to burn. All right. So if you're going to cheat, on the ketogenic diet, this is what I recommend. A, do not consume your carbohydrates with your fat, but consume them with proteins. That your body is not going to store proteins. It will repurpose it. It'll break it down, turn it to amino acids, and purpose it for the billions of other processes that use amino acids in the body. Part B, number two, if you're going to cheat, after you eat those carbohydrates, wait 8 to 12 hours before you get back to your regular macros for the ketogenic diet. So after you eat carbs, wait again 8 to 12 hours before you're going to eat high fat again. All right. So point one on how to fail at keto is consuming carbohydrates with your fats. Point two on how to fail at keto is consuming processed meats. All right, so what are processed meats? Processed meats are chemically altered structures, chemically altered things that are added into the meat. What they do is they increase shelf life, they increase shelf stability, or stability in general, and they also are going to enhance or change the natural flavor of that meat product. So now the issue with that, it sounds all well and good, but the issue is that it causes carcinogens to build up, to be created because A, the chemicals that they are using in the processing process, but also B, what happens as a reaction of that meat to those chemicals. So carcinogens are cancer-causing compounds. There are a few dozen, if not more. So consuming processed meats, again, is a contraindication to the ketogenic diet because the whole point is to A, become healthier, and B, lose weight. But if I'm trying to become healthier by putting carcinogens in my body, that's not a good combination. So just simply quit consuming processed meats. Quit the cold cuts, quit the salami, the ham, the things like that. Quit all of that, all right? Because again, you don't want to put yourself in a position where your body is starting to build up cancer-causing process or cancer-causing molecules. And finally, part 3 on how to fail at keto is eat little or the same veggies. So we know that fruits have an amazing antioxidant property and they're extremely vitamin rich. But clearly we can't eat a whole bunch of fruits or many different types of fruits because of the high sugar content. Now, what you want to do is you want to eat fruits that are rich in color, right? Rich in purples and greens and yellows. You want to eat super deep and rich, colorful vegetables. Now, but also you want to switch up your veggies with the season, with the day, with the week. You want to have a good rotation of vegetables so that your body is able to get all the nutrients, the minerals, and the vitamins that it needs. Now, I will give you a little secret. Now, I like to make sure that I'm getting a couple of different vegetables in every single week, no matter what my other rotation is. So, what's on my daily or weekly docket? I've got asparagus, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and spinach. Those are on rotation every single week, and then I add additional things that look kind of cool and fancy in the grocery store. So why do I use asparagus, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and spinach? Because mainly all of those have a great combination of anti-inflammatory properties, and they're antioxidants. They have pre and probiotic fibers. They're cholesterol lowering. They're anti-carcinogenic. They have thyroid boosting functions, right? And they're also detoxifying. So guys, my name is Coach Cailah, and the 3 points you need to fail at keto. Point 1, consume carbohydrates along with fats on your cheat days and cheat often. Point 2, eat tons and tons of processed meats like cold cuts and cured bacon and salami and, packaged meats. Eat all that stuff. And part 3, eat the same old veggies all day, every day. Always design your body.